For more on this and last night's result, we're joined by talkSPORT football reporter, the Moose. Morning, Moose. How are we, pal?
Good morning, Al. Morning, Stuart. How are you guys?
That's better. Moose is
good.
up. You're upbeat, Moose. You weren't one of them booing, I hope, Moose.
No, although West Ham were particularly abject last Sunday, and I can understand people who wanted to boo. And I mean, listen, players, managers, you got to, they love it when you're praising them and you're absolutely, right behind them. So on the odd occasion where the fans need to remind the players that they haven't been good enough, and I don't think anyone played particularly well last Sunday against Brighton, good team that Brighton are, I think you should be entitled. You pay your money, and if you want to have a little boo, then maybe have a little boo.
Moose, the European campaigner last year, I saw it from the inside, and it really served a great purpose for playing all the players in the squad, getting some form into the players, getting fitness into the players. Over the last two games, do you see that being a real help for the club for their league form?
Yeah, I think Scamacca has to start at Villa on Sunday. I think there is no doubt about that. Michail Antonio has needed help for ages. We've spoken about that, you and I. I've spoken with Billy McKinley about it. I've voiced my opinions. And from what I saw last Thursday, from what I saw last night, so last Thursday scored with a header last night. It was a lovely little finish, first time at the near post with his foot. This guy deserves to start in the Premier League. I know sometimes all managers like to bed their players in, have a good look at them, but I think we've seen enough now of this guy to know that he's going to score goals, and I think that he needs to start on Sunday. I think that West Ham need a goal on Sunday in the Premier League. They need a point or points in the Premier League on Sunday. You've already highlighted how difficult the fixture is, and while I am a big fan of Michail Antonio and always have been, I think now is the time to give Scamacca his head in the Premier League and go, show me what you can do, son. Because, he's shown it in the last two games. Can't do any more than score 2 in 2 in his first two starts in the Europa Conference League. And I think he has to start at Villa Park. And I'll be disappointed with David Moyes if he doesn't.
Angelo Bonin played his second game since coming back, being out for the best part of a year. How did he look fitness-wise?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I love Angelo Bonin. He gives everything for West Ham. You obviously know him. You've coached him, and West Ham at the moment have got a real big crisis at the back in terms of centre halves. So to have him back is massive. I saw him pre-season when he came back. His first game back actually was a pre-season friendly at Boreham Wood when he came on a sub after about an hour, and he was very emotional that day to actually be back on a football pitch. And I thought he did well last night. I thought West Ham did well last night, bar Maxwell Cornet, who missed an absolute sitter. But I mean, I suppose this happens to players. I can be critical from my living room, but I'm sure you'll tell me, Stuart, that 4 yards out in front of an open net is maybe not that easy to score.
Oh, that's a bit strong. Bit strong there from the Moose side.
There's an underlying theme there that
he's never missed a penalty in his life as well.
Never.
Normally I would criticise people for missing penalties, but I would never criticise Stuart Pearce for missing penalties.
I think you did on the beach in Rio that day, didn't you, my friend? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You missed that one as well.
Have you been the dentist lately, Moose?
No, why do I need to?
No, you sound as if you've got a bit of you're not talking properly.
Oh, maybe it's the technology. No, I'm talking fine. Absolutely.
You sure?
Fine.
Or have you just had breakfast?
I think
that's too.
There's off a Cumberland sausage in his mouth or something, isn't there? Something's going on.
So, I mean, you mentioned there, both of you, about the signings. I mean, West Ham, and I wanted to mention this off what Darren Lewis was saying, is that West Ham has spent
West Ham, Miss, what's wrong with you?
Nothing. It's obviously the technology. I was just going to ask you about the fact West Ham has spent £100 million this summer, so they can't be struggling that much to get players to come to the club.
No, well, listen, they've certainly gone out and got a few. It's been a real disappointment, Agard being injured when he was. That was a real disappointment, certainly at the heart of defence, with Angelo just coming back to fitness as well, not being an option. So I think he's pleased in the main with some of the recruitment. He would still like more. He wants to push the club on. There's no doubt about that.
Miss, give me some predictions then. Start of the weekend, Villa away. Do you fancy West Ham getting something up there?
Yeah, I think if Scamacca starts, then West Ham, I do fancy to get something. Villa under pressure. I mean, they've lost 2 games in a row away from home. I know West Ham have lost all 3 games so far, but I don't think that quite tells the story. They should have won at Forest. Opening day against Man City, they were never going to win.
2 London derbies after that.
Yeah, I mean, and they could be anything. I mean, as Stuart will tell you, players raise their games for matches like that. Spurs at home, not easy. Chelsea away, it depends on the reaction Chelsea get. I mean, they were thumped last week at Leeds. They got Leicester coming up tomorrow at the Bridge. I'm going down to speak to Thomas Tuchel this morning at his press conference ahead of that one. And next Sunday at the Bridge can be absolutely anything. I mean, it's no gimme for Chelsea. If they're under pressure, then West Ham could go and get something. But the one thing they do need to do is get some points on the board ahead of the international break. That's absolutely crucial.
Moose, I've just got to read these 2 texts out. I'm not joking. It's got to be the technology, but they're saying, has Moose turned into Lou Todd out of Little Britain? And there's another one here. What's up with Moose? He sounds funny. Has he had a smack in the mouth?
I don't know. Honestly,
Sports breakfast Moose at the dentist or something. Is Moose missing a tooth? Oh, you're getting pelters here.
Okay, so the first thing is I have not eaten a single thing this morning.
A single thing? That's Freddie Parrot face. A single thing.
Okay. Next time we do this, we're just going to do it on the phone or via carrier.
We won't call you at breakfast time. We've learned our lesson,
Give
Moose.
it another hour.
Yeah.
Moose, thanks for getting up early. And good luck on the tweet. 6:43.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.